Guys, 2015 was a busy year for all of us, you know that, but some of the most important stories we did were ones that affected people's lives. I call them problem solver stories. So one of the biggest ones that we did this year was with our own Tamara Lane, who literally brought someone back from the dead, at least as far as Social Security was concerned.
The state is saying that I'm dead. They received a phone call saying that I had passed away on April 2nd, 2015.
This woman was facing destitution because she couldn't get into her bank account and she was losing her monthly checks. Tamara took things into her own hands.
Now, after several days of working, several days of talking with the bank, going down to the city clerk's office, we actually got her life back.
Mr. Burns, the city clerk, phenomenal. We sat in there.
Phenomenal.
He's helping get to the bottom of this.
Another problem solver, Rohan When Van Gilder was arrested in Gloucester County with a 300-year-old antique unloaded firearm. Now, Rohan, I want to ask you real quick, how'd this story come to your attention?
He bought this 275-year-old flintlock pistol that was never fired, and he was pulled over with it in his car, and they treated it as if it was a loaded weapon. He was facing 11 years in jail for this offense. I told him, listen, you need to get this story out. People need to hear about this. Word spread, and it put a little pressure on the county, and they realized that they might have made a mistake with antique collector, and his charges were completely dropped.
I'm happy, but I'm not going to do a jig or anything.
I had an experience with this too. After the shooting in Sparta, where an off-duty state trooper shot at a car full of teens, I got a chance to speak to one of the teens' mother, who was very upset that her car was seized as evidence and put in an impound lot. I didn't quite understand what was going on until we had an opportunity to talk. And you can actually see in this video, you can see my face change when she told me that this was more than a car to her, because her other son, who recently died, took it to California, and that was the last she saw of him.
I mean, I don't want it to just, I wanted to keep it, even if it wasn't, whatever condition it's in. It means so much to me. This was his first car, and he just took such good care of it.
You know, we aired this report, and the next morning, the State Attorney General's office said they would be picking up all the costs of the tow and the impound. Hank, what do you think about all this stuff? Do you think this is an important part of what we do?
It's an incredibly important part of what we do. It's what we're supposed to do as journalists, giving a voice to the voiceless and speaking truth to power. We should do more of it. We'll continue to find these stories as they appear and try to help as many people as we can.
Allison, you work the desk, you supervise a lot of these stories, and you sometimes watch the final cut. Do we get too emotionally involved?
No, because you have to be able to relate with the person in order to tell their story correctly. I mean, you can try and stand back, but a lot of the stuff, we're people at the end of the day.
I would rather spend this time of the show helping someone new out than patting ourselves on the back for the people we have.
And that's going to be a cornerstone of what we do in 2016. And now if you have a problem and no one else can help you, you know how to get in touch with us. Facebook and Twitter, or tips@Chasing News, and maybe we can help you out.